Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Battlestar Galactica Season 2, Episode 19. Today I already watched the episodes 17 and 18 and I made a reaction video about that. I'm gonna put the link if you're interested about it. If you don't know it, I've been watching the show now since a long time. I already made reaction videos for the miniseries, for the episode 1 and for all of this season 2. If you want to have my reaction videos into the chronological order, I'm gonna put the link as well just right here into the eye. About the last episode, I'm still processing all of what happened during the last episode, especially during the episode 18. My mind blew up during this episode. Just the opening scenes made me like pew, think a lot. I have so many things to process, to think about, to make series about. I mean, the blonde Cylon that Gaius loved and the boomer that the chief loved resurrected into new bodies on Caprica. They both still have memories about it, feelings for them, and they are both not well-working Cylons which were together to save Anders, and Anders knows that now. I think that during the next episodes we're gonna save the ones who are still on Caprica, so Anders is gonna say it to people. Can it be possible that we're gonna bring them, the two of them, these two Cylons, with us? I'm wondering about that. And about these two Cylons, Boomer, okay, she's still in love with the chief and she's considering herself really as a human, but the real number 6, she's haunted by a Gaius god, like the real Gaius is haunted by a ghost number 6. You know that my theory to explain the fact that Gaius is haunted by that ghost number 6, it's the fact that he might be a Cylon. I have this theory into my mind since the moment that we saw him on Cobol having memories which are not his memories, seeing Cobol as it was years and years and years ago. For me, to do that, you have to be a Cylon with the memories of someone else, like all of the Cylons who resurrected. That's why for me, it explains the fact that he had this ghost blonde Cylon into his head. Like for me, she was the Cylon side into him, and that's why she was not just talking to him, but she was also manipulating him, giving him new informations that the real Gaius didn't know, that, you know, this Gaius, this version of Gaius didn't know yet, but in fact he knew it because he was a Cylon and the Cylons know that. That's still my theory, I'm keeping it, but if I'm looking at the real number 6 on Caprica, she's haunted by a ghost Gaius, maybe because they are both Cylons and they are related to each other, they are connected with each other, and that's logical that they are seeing each other. Maybe just because she was in love with him and she's seeing her, but I want to see if this ghost Gaius can also do things to her, can also manipulate her, can also tell her information that she doesn't have, that this version of her didn't have before. I want to see that, I want to understand that more. But I was glad during the beginning of the other episode that we learned, you know, how this resurrection thing was really happening, you know. It takes time for them to resurrect. That was something that I was not expecting, the fact that they are taking like 36 hours to do that. I thought that it was shorter. Okay, so now we have number 6 and Boomer on Caprica. they are gonna be forced to run, to escape, to go to check on Anders? I don't know. Ah, see, my mind is really hurting, you know, because I'm searching too much, I'm thinking too much. We'll see. And we had Boomer on Galactica, who had her baby. She was looking great, like a human, but she's half silent, half human. They told to Boomer and Hilo that the baby died. That was fucking painful for them to know that, to learn that. Boomer, did she really think that? She thinks that they murdered her, you know, that they murdered the baby. That's worse than to... you know, that's really not great. Because I think that the Silence are gonna believe that the baby is dead. That was the point of all of that. But they're gonna come and take revenge for that. I think that we're gonna have a big attack, something big and something terrible happening during this end of the season. I think that we're gonna lose people, really, and I'm afraid of that. But the baby was given to an anonymous family. She's gonna be raised not knowing that she's an half silent, half human baby by her parents, but also herself, she's not gonna know that. I want to keep an eye on her, I want to see her evolving. That can be interesting. Gaius doesn't know neither that she's alive. That's great, because we know that he is related with the Silence, so he could have said it to the Blonde Silent, which is on Cloud 9, so he's not gonna tell that she's alive, so that's great. He's really believing that she's dead. My mind hurts, really. Aye. I think that these 2 episodes are gonna be about saving people who are still on Caprica. I don't know really how it's gonna happen, but we need to resolve this issue during this season, in my opinion. Because of Starbuck, you know, promising that to Anders during this season to Anders, and because she's haunted by that and she needs to save him, to respect that promise. Also because of what happened during the last episode when we saw Anders being saved, the 2 Silents helping him. Now they have to escape. I mean, to resolve that situation for all of them, we have to save the ones who are still on Caprica. But I don't know how it's gonna happen on the Galactica. Decide that, you know. How can they decide that? I think that Starbuck already asked it one day, you know, she had a plan, but they didn't really hear her during that moment, so why now they would decide to listen to her? Even more if we are under attack, under a big silent attack, like I'm suspecting, you know. We'll see. So I'm gonna stop talking right now. You can check the reaction part into the description to see the episode 19 with me, then come back right here on the YouTube video, have a little review about this episode, and then I will watch the episode 20 and make a big review of it into this YouTube video. So let's go for the episode 19. The end of the season 2! We are already at the end of the season 2! Can you believe that? That's so great. Let's go. Okay, a short review about this episode 19 before watching the episode 20. I still think that we're gonna lose someone. Because it's the end of the season and because they are preparing us, you know, with the intensity of the show and with all of the different issues, they are preparing us to lose someone. I think that we're gonna lose the election. I think that I'm Laura, I'm gonna lose the election and Gaius is gonna be the president. If this mission on Caprica is failing, we're gonna lose the election for sure. Right now, I'm still hesitating if we're gonna lose them or not, but even if we're not losing them, I think that we're gonna be forced to take Gaius again as the vice president, and if we are losing them, we're gonna have Gaius as the president. Oh yeah, that's gonna be... Oh, you know that I'm not wishing for that to happen. What can he do with powers, with real powers, all of the powers? We'll see. This mission, I think that they're gonna succeed. I mean, I think that they're gonna succeed to save people, but not all of them. I think that we're gonna lose soldiers, but also people into the resistance. And I think that we're gonna lose one of our guys. And I'm really stressed for that. Because the guys that we know right now on Earth, who are main characters of the show, it's Starbuck, Hilo, Boomer, and Anders also, you know, because he's important for Starbuck. If one of them is dying, I mean, I have two of my favorite characters included, you know, right there into this 4. Please. Starbuck, I don't think that she's gonna die. Because I love her and I think that she is one of the main characters and we have to keep her. But also because I think that losing someone else important can be something for our character, you know, she can feel guilty about that, about this mission and about losing that person. So I think that she's not gonna die. Boomer, I think that we still need her. I mean, the humans and the Silence, for the show we still need her, so I don't think that it's gonna be her. But I'm really scared for Anders or Hilo. Anders because Starbuck did all of that for him, so if she's not succeeding to save him, that's gonna kill her. And you know, Lee said to her, I wish that you're gonna succeed to save him. And Hilo, he said during this episode that him and Boomer, you know, they were gonna continue together, they were meant to be together and they're gonna continue their lives together. That's something that you are giving to a character if you're gonna kill him. Not Hilo, please, is really one of my favorite characters. I know that some of you maybe think that he's a minor character, but for me he's such a good guy, and since the beginning he's such a good guy. He's always trying to do the good thing, the right thing. You know, his emotions and his principles are guiding him since the beginning, and I was never disappointed about him. I was never... Yes, I was never doubting about him neither. Oh, I don't want to choose. But you know that if I have to choose, like, Hilo is one of my favorite characters, so of course I'm gonna save him. But if something is happening to Anders, that's gonna be something hard for Starbuck to live with. But I still think also that, you know, the blonde Silence with hunting Gaius, she said that Silence were gonna take revenge because of them killing the baby, because they think that humans killed their baby. So I'm still waiting for that revenge to happen. I don't know. We are really into the action right now and we have so many issues to deal with during this final episode. I think that we're gonna have the results of the election during this episode. I think that we're gonna have also the success or the failure of this mission on Caprica, and I think that we're gonna lose someone. And I think also that we're gonna have something about Gaius and, you know, his connection with the Silence. We're gonna have something about that. And maybe if I can wish for something, I want to know one more Silence, you know. I want to have the confirmation of one more Silence. I didn't talk about the chief. Of course I don't want the chief to think that he can kill himself like that. Of course I don't want him to think that he's a Silence, because he's not. I'm pretty sure of it. Maybe because I don't want him to be a Silence. I love him too much for that. We'll see. Now really I'm like, we'll see. A lot of things are gonna happen during this episode for sure. A lot of results, you know, of all of these issues that we have right now. But also I think a big surprise, you know, something to make us think like the end of the season 1 did, you know, with Gaius remembering all of that. We have to have something like that, I think, for the end of this season. I'm gonna watch it right now, this episode 20. You have to go check the reaction part to have it and then come back for a final review of this season 2, of these 2 last episodes, but also of the entire season. Let's go! What now? With Battlestar Galactica, I was really not expecting a time jump into that show, a time jump. That was unexpected, and even if we had a time jump, when we are having a time jump in the final episode of a show, we're not having a lot of scenes after it, you know. It's to tease the viewers for what is gonna happen during the next season, but right there it was more than that. It was really scenes to present us where each characters are now, what the new issues are gonna be for each one of them. So we have Adam as father and Lee and all of the fleet who jumped away. He said that they were gonna come back to save the rest of the humanity, you know, the ones who are on the ground, but they didn't do that for the first Caprica. I mean, I want them to come back because they need to save us right now, but they didn't do it for the first Caprica if we are really fair with the situation. But they were still into their ships, even if half of the crew to each one of them, I think, were on the ground, they were still keeping that position, obeying to Gaius' orders. I mean, they had to keep their mouths shut so many times, in my opinion, just to keep them safe, to prepare no matter what, you know, in case of the Silent Fleet coming back, and they were right about that. But we have half of the fleet also, even more maybe, on the ground, and they are living in bad conditions. Like, it's really, I was gonna say gross, that's not a good term, but they are not living really in good conditions. They are fighting to stay alive because of illness, you know. We saw that with Anders, the fact that they don't have the medicines that they need, but also because of the war. We saw that with the Chief and Kali, they are together and Kali is pregnant. I love the idea of the two of them being together because I saw something right there. I really appreciated their relationship. At first I think that it was more like a mentor relationship, but it evolved in something else. It evolved in something more like a real friendship. So to have them as a love relationship, I'm not against it, and I think that they are fitting well together. And she's pregnant, that's so great. Kali being pregnant, that's so that's so fun. I want to say that. The Chief for president. I'm voting for the Chief for president. But of course he was gonna be the one, you know, saying to everyone to go on a strike and all of that. That was a fun part. Starbuck, she is on the ground. I'm curious about that, about why she decided to be on the ground. Like, she was a fucking pilot, she was fucking soldier. To give up on that, something really bad happened. I mean, to give up an entire career. I mean, of course she has a big mouth and she doesn't like authority, and maybe at some point she said something wrong to Gaius, or she didn't accept one of Gaius' orders. But to give up on all of that, something really bad happened, in my opinion. And it would explain also why she is not in a good place with Lee. Lee is still with Dee, no? I'm not sure of that, but I think that we understood that during that scene. Starbuck is still with Anders. Is she pregnant or not? Did I see that wrong? I'm not sure. but Lee is also with Dee again. That's a 1-year relationship for both of them, okay. That's not ruling for my ship between Lee and Starbuck, but as long as they are happy together with their love interest, I'm okay with that. She is married to Anders Starbuck. That's even, more than just be together. She's married to him. Something bad happened. I'm wondering about the fact that we didn't see Hilo and Boomer. Can it be something, that bad thing that happened? Can it be something about them, about the fact that she's a Cylon? I had the impression when the ghost blonde Cylon talked to Gaius that it was since a long time that they didn't talk to each other. Maybe Gaius was trying to erase totally all of the thing about the Cylons, and that's why he was taking drugs to erase her from his mind. And maybe he did that also with Boomer. He killed Boomer and Hilo, of course, because Hilo was not gonna accept that. I hope that it's not the case, really. But I want to see that what happened during that 1 year which impacted them so much to be into these situations now. I hope that we're gonna see that. I want to understand it, to know what happened. Something bad and awful happened. It was not just the nuclear explosion, of the Cloud9 and all of these ships and persons who died. I don't know. Now the Cylons are on the New Caprica with humans. They're gonna use humans as slaves or something like that. He surrendered just right there, Gaius. He didn't say, oh, let's work together, let's make peace together and things like that. No, he surrendered. And Starbuck talking like that at the end to the chief who said captain, talking to her, of course. That was a good moment. They're gonna be the resistance, with maybe Laura, the ex-president. That's weird for me to name her Laura. Each time during all of these episodes I was naming her the president because that was easier for me. My name is Laura, so to name her Laura, that's disturbing for me. They can be the resistance on the ground, waiting for the Adamas, father and son, coming back to save them, to help them. But meanwhile, a lot of things can happen on the ground with these Cylons having the powers. The blonde Cylon, she's the one that Gaius loved, and he knows that now for sure. The real reunion between the two of them is gonna be interesting. Of course, he's gonna save himself no matter what. But he was annoying before. He was a mess during these scenes at the end, like a real mess. He was already not so well during the last seasons. But after this time jump, he is the president, but he made bad decisions, obviously. He was having an entire harem just for him. Gaeta was the one to obey to him just like that, like a dog. Not Gaeta, please. And he was taking drugs and he was drunk. What a mess he became. And we have that as a president. Is it really a surprise that we just lost? They won the Cylons and he surrendered? Not really. With Gaius as president, of course it was gonna lead us to that. That's so interesting to have a time jump in a show like that. I mean, in historic shows we are used to that. I'm talking about that because of The Last Kingdom. We are used to have time jumps during each half of the season and each end of the season. And with other historic shows also, like Peaky Blinders or stuff like that, we have time jumps. But with sci-fi shows or drama shows, that's much more interesting because it's showing, such a change for characters, and we didn't see how they evolved and why they evolved, so we have to continue to follow the story and what is happening, but also to think about what happened to justify why they are now like that. So that's bringing a lot of things new to think about and a lot of new series that I'm gonna have to create now. That's gonna be fun. I cannot wait now to discover the season 3. That's gonna be so great. But it's not gonna be today. It's all for Battlestar Galactica for you and for me for today. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.